Hello everyone, for today's magic card trick tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate to you how to do the slide force. And the slide force, and just like any force, is when you want a spectator to select a certain card that you need for a trick, okay? So the slide force looks a little something like this. I'm going to riffle through the cards with my left thumb, and as I do that, I just want the spectator just to tell me when to stop at any time, okay? So I'll riffle through, they say stop. We'll cut the cards right there, and let's see where they stop me at. They stop me at the Ace of Hearts. We're not going to use that card because we've seen it. I want them to take that card, look at it, remember it, and hopefully that should be the force card, the Six of Hearts. And that's the slide force. And before I explain how to do it, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. So the slide force is having a top card force, okay? So you have whatever cards you want forced on top of the deck, okay? And it's a regular deck of cards. So because you're forcing just the top card, you just keep that card on the top. And all I do is when I riffle shuffle, I keep the top card with my right hand and riffle those cards last. And every time I shuffle, as long as I riffle these cards last, I'll always have my force card on the top, okay? And so in this case, we'll use the Six of Hearts. So Six of Hearts is always on top, and it is just a regular deck of cards, okay? So you just set up with your force card on top of the deck, okay? And so when you riffle through the cards, my left thumb, you riffle through and they can tell you when to stop. It doesn't matter, okay? So say they say stop right there. With your right hand, you're gonna pick up this top stack of cards, okay? With your right middle finger and your right thumb. And with your left hand, you're going, and when you separate the cards up, pull these cards back with your right hand just a little bit, just maybe the thickness of the border of a card, okay? That helps hide the move that you're gonna do. So with your left middle finger and ring finger, and even sometimes with the pinky, you're gonna grab this top card with these fingers, and as you pivot to show what card you've cut at, you're holding this stack with the middle fingers and the thumb, okay, and even your pointer finger, and you're gonna pivot over, and as you pivot with your left hand and your right hand, pivot these cards out, you're grabbing that top card with these fingers, so it looks like that, okay? So you're grabbing the top card from this stack and you're pivoting it down. I'll use a different card here, Three of Clubs. You're pivoting down on top of this stack, okay? So when you pivot with both hands, you're doing that move. So it's pulling the top card from here and putting it on here. Now because you pulled these cards back a little bit, that card will land not flush with the other cards. So with your left hand, as you turn your left hand over, just give it a little shake and that card will square up with the other cards, okay? So again, riffle down with your left middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, okay? Right hand pulls these cards just a little bit back, pivot over, and that pulls the top card from this stack to this stack, transferring it over, and then that's your force card. So it'll look, when you practice, it'll look like that every time, okay? And then just shake these down a little bit with your left hand, and it'll, when you do it smoothly, okay? King of Hearts, riffle down, it'll look, pull these back, it'll look like that. You point to this card here, okay? Seven of Clubs, just as your misdirection. Keep talking about the Seven of Clubs when you turn over and drop this card down. Say, okay, we've seen the Seven of Clubs. We're not going to use that card. Go ahead and take that card. That'll be the one we'll use for this trick. And then that's your force card, okay? So another angle here. Cut, pull back, hold these cards, and then when you pivot, you're just dropping that card on top of this stack and then shaking it down to make it flush with the other cards and have them take that card. And that's the slide force. Now you just want to practice the misdirection and the pivot as you're just turning, you know, your left hand to the right and your right hand to the right more. So showing these cards, okay? So this is pivoting, okay? So when you do it in one move, you're hiding, bringing that top card down to the top of this stack, okay? So that's the practice, and you're just, okay? It's not like the slip force because you're not doing really any sudden moves. You're just stopping, pulling these cards back, and then gradually turning over, pointing to this card, little misdirection, sliding that card down, and that'll be the force card, okay? And that's the slide force, and it's just a top force. Please let me know what you think. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and until next time.